Hello. So this is going to be the quickest video. I always say that, and I know I never make it quick. I get to talking and I just like it. So we've had some questions about Salty Sidewalks parties and how do you go about this and what does it look like. So I am going to go over some supplies that I use and I bring with me, but also I'm going to say if you have your home church, that's usually a good place to start because they know you, they trust you, and they know that you're going to bring something that is gospelly correct. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. You know what I'm saying? But you've got a relationship. That's always a good place to start, where you've got relationship. So if you go talk to your women's ministry, if your pastor, if you need me to send you something to send to them, I have brochures. I can help you any way you need in order to host your own party. So please reach out to me. I will put my information down there so that you can check it out and you can let me know if you've got questions, so I can get you what you need. Let me show you how I do it so then you could get going. So Salty Sidewalks party, I think a make and take is a great idea. Let people come and then they take what they make so that they can abandon them, send them wherever they want. I'm a big fan of using old cards. I have friends here now, by the grace of God, that donate boxes and boxes of like Trivial Pursuit cards and all this kind of stuff to me. It's because of them that I can just keep on going and keep on doing these parties. So a great big call out and thank you to those that donate supplies. These are Bibles also that people have donated to me. What do you do with a Bible? Don't throw it away. You can find a use for it. So at the last party that I was out, big call out to Winston-Salem, I cut these pieces of paper. So the idea is that they fit a card. Well, see, my mother was yelling at me that I was making them short, that I was short sheeting them. And here's the thing is, shh, don't tell her, because mothers are always right. Oh, she was right. What? But that's okay, because I don't want to waste anything. So what I did was, in theory, I put both of these on a cutter, measured out how long it would be so that I could just glue up. I think that's easier. I have a gluing station where they're just set up with cards and these Bibles and these pieces of paper. And then I use, let me try to come out a little bit here so you're just not quite as close, because I feel like we're all very, very close here. Oh, see, now you can see better. So I use this. I put Elmer's glue. I buy it in the big, like, gallon-sized jug. I put about 3 parts that glue to just a little bit of water, and that just works fine. So usually I would have a foam brush to do this with, but I don't have anyone near me. So here's I go. So I will just put and like I said, this is the last party in Winston-Salem, I had 2 gluers going, and they did not feel in any way. I should do this on the paper, because then any extra glue, you're kind of picking it up. So these ladies that were gluing, one was my lovely mother, they didn't feel like they wanted to do anything creative. They were really about, just give me something to do. This one sweet lady, you don't even know her name, but she was so sweet. And she said, I just want something mindless to do. I just want to zone out for a while. And hello, we have all had those kinds of days. So that is what I'm saying. So you would just keep on going with this, and then this would dry. And I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to come back to you and say, look, what are we going to do here? Because, hello, we have a problem, right? Let me just do this other one, because see, it's like addicting. Once you start going, you want to just keep on making them. So what do I bring to my leak parties? I bring the cards. It doesn't have to be Bible pages. If there's something going on at your church and you feel like it would not be received well to rip up the Bible, that is absolutely fine. Use any old book. I like a thicker. Oh, look at that one. So, Mom, hey, look at that, Mom. That one fit. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. So if that's a problem, then just use any old book. I don't know, you can't see, but this is not like really thin paper like usually is a Bible. This has got like just a nice weight to it, and it receives the paint well. So any book, honestly, any book that you can get for cheap or that somebody's donating to you, that's the one to use. I love it. Look at my hands. They're like, woo, all over the place. Okay, so we've got those 2 drying, right? Okay, so now that's the first thing, right? Is I've got the glue, I've got the cards, I've got the whatever I'm going to cover them with. So let's say here I've got one that is done. Then I will have paint. I bring my paint. I know that that could become expensive. I get that. I get paint on sale at AC Moore. They'll sometimes have like 4 for $1. I like buy out the store when AC Moore paint is on sale for that price, because I do all of these workshops, I do all these things, and I want to be able to, I just want to be able to go and do it. So I do bring lots of paint. If that would be a financial hardship for you, you could ask for like a $5 donation to anybody that wants to come so that you can buy the supplies. Keep it cheap, excuse me, cheap paint. These are even the expensive ones. AC Moore's paint is, when you need to find something here, this is AC Moore's, it's Nicole's or My Studio, and these will go on sale. So I just buy cheap. So that's the bottom line. Okay, so then what I do is I just put on, I don't even use brushes, so I'm a big advocate for the hotel card key. Here's the thing that we just recently found out. Hampton Inn sometimes does not recycle their cards. They throw them away. So now anytime I go to a Hampton Inn, I ask them. So here, I'm just going to scrape on the paint, and then I can usually get more than one card done with just a little bit of paint. So there, I've got a couple starting to get going. See, I've got still paint on there, so I'm just going to try to kind of get it off. Now that I've got something sticking to my finger, it's about to make me crazy. So that's like very yellow. So, and in an ideal world, stop it. When you have patience to spare, which we all know, that's not my deal. Look at that sucker. What is that thing? Get out of here. Go on and get. So here, so I've got these 3. So I'm going to introduce, that the opposite of yellow is blue, right? So that will make a very dynamic color combination if I add some blue on here. I'm just going to put some out on my mat so that I can kind of keep it light. Remember that you're still going to put stuff on here, so you don't have to cover it completely. Like it's actually more fun if you kind of leave them kind of like that, sort of. This one has no paint on it, so I will go on and get in there and get her done. So you see that this is not a big thought-provoking problem. Here is my little salt leak that has gotten that was short-sheeted, like my mother said. So here, see, if I could kind of get in there and I just leave that paint up there, it's just going to be fine. Nobody's going to know it was short-sheeted. So here, I'm just going to come in and get my edges done. Okay, so now we've got some with paint. Okay, what I have found with people is that they don't like to write. They don't want to write anything on the side, on the leaks on the salt tags, because they don't like their writing. That's fine. That's not the time to argue about it. I have a whole lesson on that. Is a blessing to those people. When my dad passed away, I searched through his desk looking for something that had his handwriting on it, because I just wanted, that's just such a personal thing. So that's just my deal. But a lot of people don't want to write, so that's fine. That's fine. What I'm going to say to you is that you can get a whole bunch of little pieces of scripture that have something written on it, and you've got your glue, and you can just get it right on there. and you've got your scripture on. So that's a really easy thing to do. Is these are, oops, I just broke it. These are scriptures that I take around with me. They were left over from a VBS camp, so I do use them, and I just bring them, and folks will cut them down pretty and kind of get them on there. So that is an idea. You can cut them down into really small fonts and get them on there. So you can't write on them until they are completely dry, because they will, if you write on anything, if you take Sharpies or anything like that and you write on it with wet acrylic paint, it will just suck your Sharpie dry. So at this point here, we've got like these 3 done. Do I have any ones here that are... Okay, so here, I'm just going to push this aside. This is one that I'm working on that has the other side ready to go. So here I've now got, so you've got your gluers, you've got your painters, right, that are going to put your preliminary on. Now I'm going to call this your embellishers. So what your embellishers can do is you can use, you know, I'm trying to grab my hold of things here. So you can use like caps. I probably should have planned better for this video. So, oh, that's the same color. So this is a pink, right? So I'm gonna go with a nice, let's do a yellow. So here, I'm just using a cap. You can use absolutely anything to stamp on texture. So you know I do bubble wrap, which I cannot find any of right now. This is from a Panera. Any kind of cardboard will work. So here, if you get cardboard and you tear off the one layer, it becomes, you know, you open up into this rib part so that you can get. So you know what, I'm trying not to use a brush for this whole thing so that you can see you can do it without a brush. So there, I'm going to put that on there. It's not going to show up real well because it's pink, but here I'm going to use the rest of it. And on here, can you see that? See it? Okay. See, this is coming up a little bit. I'm going to have to glue that a little bit, but that's no big thing. Chicken wing, we are all right with that. I don't like glue sticks because I think that they just take a lot of work and they're expensive. So that was doing it both sides, doing it this way and then that way. You get kind of like a cool shade, not shade, like screen, that kind of looks screen printed or something. And then I have done a video on bubble wrap. I would love to just show you that quick. If I can find me some bubble wrap, I will do it. You know when you need, oh, thank you, Lord, I found me some bubble wrap. This is my lovely bubble wrap. That is like, look at that. It's got like heart on the back. What? So exciting. Okay, so you know what I think I'm going to do? Oh, I got lots of little things on here. I think I am just going to go ahead and maybe do some white, like some gesso. In the spirit of not using, this is very thick gesso, that's the bottom of the barrel on that one. So what is gesso? Gesso is just white paint that's very thick. It's what you put on a canvas. When you buy a canvas, that's what's on it. So can you see how that starts adding texture and fun elements to the cards? So, okay, so I've got that. Let me put some of this stuff away. I'm getting very crowded in my little area here. Okay, so let's see what I can do next. So next I'm going to go on the assumption that if there's artists that are coming, they're going to get their paints, they're going to sit in the corner and they're going to do their thing. Just leave them alone, let them do their thing. More than likely, you're going to have people there that don't know what to do and they don't know what to draw, and they're not going to be sure what they can do. I'm just going to say to you, just let them be kind of fun and pretty. Let's say that there is, this is one that I do with a heart. Then there's the flower one that you can just get a flower in there really quick. That one's not so hard. Also a flower. So these are easy ones. These are just made with cardboard. they're not complicated, but even sometimes that's intimidating. So I just wish these would dry a little bit. So let's say that you're just going to kind of go with, if I write on here now, let's say this is still wet, so this is a risk. So I'm going to say, if hope. Now remember, when you're writing, I mix script with print, and then you can kind of come in and do, if you add little elements to it, any writing looks better once you put in like another layer, if you will, of dots and dashes and funness. It kind of wakes it up and makes it look sort of sweet and cute. So, but you're going to have people that do not want to write, and that's where you're going to use your scriptures that you are going to print out on just regular paper. Just copy and paste them onto columns and just print those out and bring them with you. Here I'm going to show you, I got like cases of these little stamp pads. They're not this one, but little stamp pads for $1 each when Ben Franklin moved. So I just got all of them and I bring them. So I'm always on the lookout for things that I can bring to the party. So here I just do my edges like this, just to finish them. You can use anything else. You can use paint to do it. You can use oil pastels to do it, but that for me works easily. And then let's say I'm going to do like I'm really doing one as if, I think I'm even using my scissors upside down. Okay, so here I usually have like the pretty scissors because people like those, but they're packed up in my car. I have not unpacked from the last party yet. So here, pretend that's like, you know, the fancy scissors. So there, I will do this. I will use this. I have to use another brush. I used that one. So here I'm going to put this on. And you can write on even on the other side, you can glue everything on. Like, let's say that you're really not comfortable writing anything. Go onto like word processor and write words like hope, joy, love, faith, peace, trust, blah, 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 and put them in different fun fonts. And then people can just cut them and glue them on to a card. And then you've got this really cute, you've got a really cute little guy that you can spread the gospel with. So, and then because see that one is done, I'm gonna just put stuff on this side as well. I always watch for stamp pads to be on sale because they're fun to bring. Everybody likes them. So let me think. This one seems to me just a little bit dark. So I am going to, sorry, I'm reaching, I know. I really like my orange. Can't ever grab anything when I need it to. Hold on, I'm really trying. Let me just take this. I'm just going to kind of come in and put in some, no, it's all still too wet, I can't do it. But you can put all different mediums on it. So, and then the last part is that I do ask that, this is not about self-promotion. This is truly not about me needing my name to be recognized because my name's not even on it. But I do ask that somehow, some way, you tie back to the website. So, because we want to collect the stories, and if somebody picks it up that is not a Christian, our opening page has, so what does it mean to be a Christian? So the whole idea here, this is not working, is that we want to spread the gospel. So in order to spread the gospel, I just want to have a collection point where they can come back to. So even if it's just writing saltysidewalks.com, that will get them there. You know that we have cards that you can print off, just the verbiage. Even if you just put the verbiage on there somehow, attach it with a paper clip or something, just some way to get them back to the saltysidewalks.com. So I don't want to rush on this point. On Facebook page or on the website, there is different pages of salt leaks. If you go to either Facebook on the files or the website and you do go to salt leaks, you'll see the verbiage that we write. Like, this is a gift and it has been intentionally left here for you to encourage you. I am one of many artisans that intentionally spread the gospel through the arts. If you just take that verbiage, let's say that you're doing it the way where you're writing down words of hope, joy, love, and you're you're copying words and you're copying scriptures and you're putting them into a document and just printing them out so folks can cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. Well, then just go ahead and do the verbiage as well and cut and paste, and you can just attach it with, just a little piece of paper. Some folks put these in Ziploc bags. Then they put the whole little package in a Ziploc bag so that people see that it is a gift, because the first part of Salty Sidewalk says this is a gift, so that people don't think that they're stealing. So I hope that helps. That is the easiest way I know to do a salt leak party and to get people involved and get them busy. I hope it helps. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's any way that I can help you bring a salt leak party to your area. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.